current affairs, and motivation. That's what we do. Those are the 4 pillars. And we do it so that we can bring radio according to you. Today is absolutely no different as we bring more entertaining content and some exciting news from right here in the city. I know. At some point, if you finished school, you will know that you have to have that Shakespeare vibe at some point. There's a Shakespeare situation that's going to happen for you at some point. Be it Macbeth, be it A Midsummer Night's Dream, be it Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet. Hey, we can go for it. You know, Willie wasn't shy on writing, and you know, you've got to be good when people continuously, year in, year out, reference your work in order to help other people improve their work. One such thing that's happening right here in our very own backyard is another rendition of Macbeth. But this one, I have faith in this one. I have faith in this one because I know the director. You know, I'm cool like that. I know people I have people in high places. Welcoming the cast and crew of Macbeth, which is when is it? When is it rolling out? That's this weekend, yeah?
Yeah, this weekend, basically
Wednesday
yeah.
And Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah. Listen, when's the last time you saw Macbeth? Let's start there. When's the last time you saw Macbeth, and why wouldn't you want to come see it this week? So, guys, tell us, who are you? Spelling up and work our way this way. Who are you, and who are you in the play? Voice. Authority.
I am currently 19 years old.
Okay.
Performing arts. In the play, I play the role of Macbeth.
Oh! Yes. Don't tell me this is Lady Macbeth. It is Lady Macbeth. Yeah, she just wants the best for him, guys. Yeah. The way she goes on about it. Hey, tactics, guys. It's all about how you do things. Tell us about yourself.
Hi everyone.
Get a bit closer today, please. Yeah.
Hi everyone. Igama lami nguEmihle wakwaDumbisa ngisemafenini ke.
Yes, man. Jambas.
And yeah, I play the character of Lady Macbeth in the play. Yeah.
So guys, like what's your connection to theater? What's your connection to performing arts? Why are you so passionate about it? The two of you.
Okay, let me start. I don't know. I just don't see myself. I live theater, I breathe theater.
Sure.
That one thing that wakes me up at 3 a.m.
Sure.
That drives me. I feel like things discussed with theater are things we live.
Yeah.
They are things that are happening in the society, and that for me is just it. The fact that I can actually tap into different people and experience different things through theater, that is just a lot for me.
And so you let it consume you. And you just let it do what it does. That's beautiful, though, and it's important to know because everybody has their own reasons for doing what they do. Some people do things because they were told not to. Some people do things because they were told they couldn't. And other people do things because they know they should, you know, and theater is one of those things. What happens to you when you're on the stage? Because something puts you on that stage every time. There's something that you get when you're there.
Okay, stage, I take it as a sort of way of escaping the real world and in my mind. Whatever any character yomnye umuntu. So lona ndizama ukukhupha zonke izinto ezingaphandle ndizama ukuba pha. I find it as a way of escaping the reality. Yeah. So that's what happens.
That's a nice outlook, Foot. Xola, how are you, my brother? Xola kaloku, we were introduced with him kweli bali ke ling open mic night. He's one of the characters there. We're not going to let the cat out the bag quite yet, but ever since then, obviously, we've been keeping in touch. So to find out you were directing this was good to hear, because that's progress as well. How did it come about, and how did you pick the people that you're working with for this one?
First of all, I would have just to thank East London itself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for welcoming me like this. As you said, I'll be always in that drama that you did.
Yes.
So a lot of amazing projects I've been doing, and now I have this opportunity for people to see my skills of directing.
Wow.
Yeah. At Xola Mziwakhe, I'm a head of drama.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, these are my students.
Okay.
And now I like to give students opportunity and give them experience, because for me it's useless to learn something but yet to not practice it.
Yeah.
So now
it's like having a degree and then not following up on whatever it is you were studying to do something else. And then why did you waste 4 years? Yeah. You could have done what you want to do now for the last 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so then I always say that art itself, it's a skill. So that means experience, it's really your certificate, because you can produce of this my marks, but what is it that have you done?
Sure.
What is your profile?
Sure.
So we're building their profile by giving them professional production. So yeah, so I'm kind of excited. First group.
Is this your first shot at directing?
My first shot in East London, but
okay.
Directing, I've been born in directing.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
I've been born in directing.
So I mean, you've got that third eye, then the vision for a project, and it's important to have that as a director, because you've got to see things happening before they happen, and steer them in the way of them happening that way. What are some of the exciting times and moments you're having, guys, in your preparation for Macbeth coming up?
For me, I have to say, it has been difficult. It has been really difficult.
Has it been emotional?
Yeah, it's very emotional, because at first I felt, well, we spoke about it and we felt like, hey man, don't you feel like we're a bit too young to be playing these characters?
Because those are hectic characters, by the way. Macbeth and his wife are not easy people to like. If you have to look at it or think about them as you're reading the book, even it seems like they live in another world. Like who is that intense, But having to play them,
yeah, it has been really difficult. I don't wanna lie. But for me, it's building me. It's really building me.
I
have never played a role in Jane.
Sure.
This is the biggest role I've ever played in my entire life. And it has been really challenging, but also it's a learning process. We work together to get things done. So.
Have you captured Lady Macbeth?
I have. I feel like I'm at a point where I can say I have.
Wow. I believe you. I believe you. Your answer, like, I'm sold. Macbeth. Umbambile Macbeth.
Ndingasho ndibambile qha kuba khona ezinye indawo ubona yo iyadimanda nyanyani.
Lapra.
So but then ndingasho ba it's safe to say banokwana ndimbambile Macbeth.
And I mean it's a lovely way to step out of your shell. What can we look forward to when we are sitting in our seats?
It's Macbeth, but just look for Africa.
Ne?
You'll see Africa.
Yeah,
it's a twist. Okay.
So they say that Macbeth, it's a story of Shakespeare, of which we appreciate as creative, that we inherit basically his work. And now it's set in Scotland, but we're doing it in Africa. So that means you've been reading or you've been watching Macbeth, but now you watch it in an African content way.
Through the eye of an African as well. Okay.
Even have elements of music and dance within.
incorporate. You see, these are the things we want to know, and these are the things that are going to drag us to come and fill up the theater, because it's obviously somebody else's take on a story that we all know. So there will be little twists and turns and things that are done to make it a unique production. How long have you guys been putting this together?
I started the auditions on August. Yeah, and then there was a lot of delays. We started rehearsals basically on, I think, the second week of September.
Sure.
Yeah, so we've been rolling because now we are just doing runs.
Sure.
When you come, speak us in warm. So yeah.
That's lovely, man. And you said the play is running from Thursday? Or from Wednesday, sorry.
To Saturday, past 6. Yeah, past 6.
Half past 6.
Half past 6.
Okay. Yeah. Tickets?
Tickets are 80 Rand. You can get them at the Pick and Pay or web tickets or at the door. 80 Rand public, and scholars, it's also 50 Rand. I would really encourage people like learners who are doing Macbeth in their schools to come and watch, because it will help them when they write their exams, because it's not easy to understand Shakespeare itself.
Yeah, like Shakespeare never tried to accommodate the reader. You've got to kind of try to understand him, and there are levels to that writing. But when somebody, like how you say, you do a different type of rendition, that explains the story visually as well, you can't forget that, especially if you still, like I was saying earlier, anytime during your schooling, you're all going to run into something Shakespearean. This way, at least you are guaranteed, if you understand a little bit about what's happening, you're going to understand a lot after you watch the play.
Surely.
Yeah. And the story doesn't change. Maybe the setting
may change, but the story, the flow is still there. Yeah.
So you won't be confusing yourself. Instead, you'll be enhancing what you already know. So this is exciting. What kind of writing do you think there needs to be more of in order for our theater experience to tell our story? That's to any of you,
As you are in the moment of truth.
Yeah.
I believe that the truth. For me, stories that circulate or touch mostly social illness.
Sure.
Stories that reflect our culture, stories that reflect our history, stories that prevent our heritage. So those are the stories, because theater for me is not only about entertainment itself, but it's a medium of learning. It's a medium where we discuss things that are really bothering us.
True.
So by coming to watch a theater, it's a benefit of you are entertained, but yet you become like, your mind opens wider, because
of course
there are a lot of things that are being taken in the play.
And everybody who comes to the theater comes there to pay attention. You don't just buy a ticket, you also spend your time paying attention and absorbing. Nobody goes to a theater. I don't think anybody goes to a theater to go and clown around. I mean, that's not the place. It's a very sacred space as well, and like you say, it's an opportunity to reflect on what's happening in our society. And as much as at its core it's entertainment, people had to go through a lot of processes to be able to bring that to you. People have had to go through tears to break through into the character, into this. And what you see there, you appreciate it, because that's why you came for that. They're getting something from it being on the stage, and you're getting something from their experience. So it's a good vibe. So what kind of anticipation is there now that you are a couple of days away from this, and what can we look forward to when we go and sit down and attend this wonderful production?
The interesting thing is, it's a theater work, but we are doing it at Hemingway's.
Sure.
By the way, so there is no theater in Hemingway's.
Yeah.
So we have studios there as classes, and we have tended place. I don't want to say, but to something like you won't feel like you are it's not an audience in us on stage. You become the villagers of the. As you enter, it's like already you are part of the play. You engage, you interact, you turn your head around. There's someone coming there, so it's not like the formal stage that we know. I'm sitting here on the chair,
watching over there. Yeah,
we are all together. That kind of space, the way we set it up. The space.
This is getting more and more exciting. I don't know. It just gets more and more exciting. I know I'm gonna go watch for sure. And now when you incorporate a story that people know and an idea that people don't, it becomes something magical. I can say it becomes something magical. You guys, you said it starts 6:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m.
From Wednesday to Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Hemingway's. You have to come and see Macbeth. These guys are gonna be there, and they won't be looking like this themselves. They are gonna be themselves, super themselves. They're going to be the characters that they're playing. We've got the fella who's playing Macbeth. We've got the young lady who's playing Lady Macbeth. And, of course, the director, Xola. Guys, you guys are doing an amazing job. Keep up with good work. Can't wait to see the production. We'll be now. I was going to say I'll be sitting in the front row, but apparently, apparently there's no such thing. I'll be somewhere in the audience.
I'll be somewhere in the village.
I'll be somewhere in the village. I mean, I am a villager, and I'll be rooting for you guys because we love something positive. We love passion, and we love crafts and art, and we love the fact that you guys are set to take over the world in one production at a time. So best of luck. Do your thing. And let's keep it moving. Thank you so much for joining us. Macbeth, Wednesday to Saturday, Hemingway, 6:30 p.m. Be there. $80 will get you in.
Extraterrestrial. We are KNR. You're listening to the sound. Sound good.